Welcome to the Speed Track, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my website. My name is Daryl, and this is Programming in Any Language. The website is www.black-duck.com. It's where you'll find all my videos organized in a logical order. And this is the Speed Track. The Speed Track is a series of short videos designed to get you creating a meaningful application very quickly. What's very quickly? Well, think of it like this. A normal programming course spends weeks moving through the different stages of a programming language, examining the many possible ways to do the same thing. What do I mean by that? Well, when I started programming, we had the if statement. That included the if-else statement as well. You made all your decisions with it. Today, you have switch statements. You have radio buttons and checkboxes to get the user more involved in the decision process. You have try-parse statements for data verification. You have if-else if blocks. You can make decisions using list boxes. In other words, programming languages have grown. They've gotten more complex. And in the process, they've gotten more difficult to learn. This Speed Track, the Speed Track here focuses on a single application, the one you see behind me. It looks like an application that's very complex. It functions like one, but it's not complex. It's actually several simple to learn concepts brought together to form a useful application. Doing the Speed Track application won't make you a programmer overnight, but it's going to help. It will cause you to build a program so that when you later explore the many advanced concepts in the language, they will make more sense to you. You'll have a reason for understanding them and learning them. They'll have more meaning. You'll know why they're there. And knowing why something exists makes it so much easier to adopt as part of your programming toolbox. Take a look at this short video. The first 2 minutes will take you through what all books think you need to do first. Make a Hello World program. They all do it. But that doesn't teach you all that much. It gets you writing a language, but it doesn't teach you all that much. So the rest of this short video spends several minutes showing you the application you're going to build step by step. Take a look. Whenever you start programming in any language, most books tend to start you out with the Hello World program. And we can do that real quickly, but we're going to basically learn something different. I'll throw Hello World up there very quickly. This is the C# Visual Studio environment, and basically to do a Hello World program, I might want to put a button on the form, and I might want to put a label on the form. And what I'll do is I will program the button to spell out Hello World inside the label. I'm going to take that label right now, and I'm going to actually change a few properties. You'll learn how to change properties down the road. I'm going to auto size it, and I'm going to give it a border style, and then I'm going to take my button here. I'm not doing anything fancy, but I'm just going to say go on it right there, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a name. I like to give these things names, so we'll call it the Go button, or button Go, BTN Go, and I'm going to take the label and I'm going to say I'm going to give that a name of label out, LBLOUT. Then I'm going to actually go into this button. Let's kind of center this thing. This is nothing fancy, of course, as you're seeing right here. It's just a simple program. But I'm going to go ahead and double click on the Go button, and it comes up with a code window allowing me to write some code. And I'll write very simple code. I'll say label out right here .text. I'm going to the text property of the is going to be equal to Hello World. And I got a big exclamation point, put a semicolon on the end of that, and that's all I need to do. I will then go ahead and run this program by hitting start, and the program form will come up, and we'll see this right here. It's got the label in it right now. I'll press the Go button, and it'll say Hello World in there. I didn't change any formatting size. Nothing fancy about this, but this is typically what books tell you what to do first to create this version of a program that tells you it's live, and it can go ahead and give you information. But let's do something a little different here. Let's go ahead and close this off. And instead, what I want to do is I want to open up a different application, one that we're going to do in Fast Track. And I'll explain why we're going to do this real quickly. I'm going to open this project or solution right now, and I'm going to go out to the folder I have it stored in. And it's way down here is a completed version of this thing. I'm going to click on the solution file of it, and we'll bring this guy up, and it kind of looks like this. It's got a bunch of code in it, which we'll see shortly. Look at the form here. And here it is. I'm going to run it very quickly because we don't need to see all this kind of stuff. We're going to get into this later. I want to run the program to show you what it does. Basically, this is the Anything database. It's a program that allows you to type things in here and save them. And then you can do a bunch of things in here. I'll actually type a few things in here. I'm gonna say that I've got I'll type a grocery list up. I'll type up Rice Krispies and hit add, and then I'll hit laundry detergent and hit add, and I'll hit hamburger meat, and I'll need some milk. Gotta have some eggs. Gotta have some orange juice. And maybe some bread and butter. I'll add that too on here. And what you've seen me do here so far is I've actually added a bunch of things in this text box here where I'm entering my data. And as I did that, the number of records increased, so telling me how many I actually have. And you can see them actually listed down in this list box control, which you'll learn more about later. And there's a scroll bar on the end which I can allow me to see all the things I have on here. If I made a mistake on something, I'm going to want to put down edit the milk. I can actually add button was what I was using before. I hit the edit button after clicking on milk, and it pops back up here, and I'll say milk 2%. And we'll change that. We'll update that guy. Now it says milk 2% down here. And I'm going to say eggs medium. Let's go ahead and do that here, and I'm going to say medium, and then I'm going to think, nah, I don't want to do that. Instead of updating, we're going to go ahead and hit cancel on this thing and hit do that. So I've actually gotten rid of that. I changed what I was actually doing here. So I was able to do that. Clear button would actually wipe everything out, but I don't want to do that yet. I actually have the ability to save everything. So I'm going to save everything, and it just went ahead and put things in on disk for me. I can now close the program, and it's gone. We'll restart it, and you'll see nothing on here or anything, but I'll do a load, and it brings all my data back that I was working on earlier, maybe yesterday, maybe the day before, maybe a month before, something of that nature. But it allowed me to retain all this data. I can clear it, and it will wipe everything out, make 0 records on here, and then I can load it right back in again and go from there. So all these buttons perform something, they work with something, and these are typically things that you would use in a program that you were writing that was going to do something useful. This program can be modified to contain anything you want. You could have multiple text boxes up here to add, first, last names, address, city, state, zip. You could add customers. You could add club members, whatever you want to do in a database like this. And it's fairly easy to do. We're going to call it the SpreeTrack lessons. They're going to take you on and show you how to build this thing, but in a very simple way. We're not going to do anything sophisticated. People can make mistakes in this program and it'll blow up like crazy. We'll fix that later. What I want you to do is go through this process. There's several videos on this thing, how to build it, which will give you the ability to learn how to program and do something meaningful. But it's also going to show you things you don't know when you actually write this thing, and that's where the other lessons are going to come in handy. You'll learn about an if statement, you learn about loops, you learn about reading and writing files, you learn about integer data, string data, things of that nature. It's going to actually open your mind to, man, this works, but what else can I do, or why does it work, or how does it work? So you'll see this process, and then you can move forward and learn more about C# programming, or any language for that matter, and get that done. So, and this thing is not foolproof at all. I mean, I can type in garbage here,
and it'll add my garbage way up on top here. Way on the bottom. So way on top. Here it is. Oh, it didn't. Where's my garbage? Add. Oh, that's going to work. It puts on the bottom. Yeah, it's on the bottom. It's on the bottom. Yeah, that's where we'll go on the bottom. So just put this data in here, allowing me to actually show the delete process. So I can delete something. If I make a mistake, this should go away and make it disappear. It doesn't, though. So there's a problem there, with those kinds of things. So there's bugs in this thing, and you can also, if you didn't have a file out there and tried to load a file, it would blow up. It would just die on the spot. And those are things we'd have to learn as we do some more advanced programming. But basically, this will get you down to learning how to write a program that does this kind of stuff, and all the different tools you're going to need to make that thing happen. So we'll see you, and we'll show you how to do this.
That's it. Through the series of videos built to follow this one, you'll discover how to obtain the language, how to plan for your application, how to use the integrated development environment to set up your form and write code, how to set up your form, how to name the components of your form, how to code form load, how to code the edit buttons, how to code the add button, how to code the clear, the edit, the cancel, the update, how to code methods to eliminate redundant code, how to code save, load, and delete. And you'll find that very little code is required to code each of these tasks. It's a complex application built from simple pieces. And anyone without any programming experience at all can do this. Let's give it a shot. I'll see you in the next video, where we will learn how to obtain the language we are going to use to write this application. After that, we'll plan and build it. See you next time. Thanks for watching. If you get a chance, please subscribe. And remember to visit the website, www.black-duck.com. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.